will look like a hot mess. Hi guys, I'm Rose. It's nice to meet ya. And I'm on the blue team and you should totally vote for us at the end of the week. Period. So I will be editing clips of this story to kind of give you some visuals as to what I'm talking about, because this story is the story of how my mother almost burnt down church one time. Let's get started. Okay, so some context for you all. This is my mother, and she is a ordained minister. So she is also ordained minister / children's evangelist. So what that means is basically during the summer, her and I and some other volunteers, we basically travel around the country during the summer doing shows for churches. So we do, puppet songs, action songs, we have a gorilla, we have a dinosaur. It's really fun. And last summer, we were at a church and my mom likes to do science experiments at churches. And to to kind of get the kids kind of excited for the day, and it always goes fine. But this time, it didn't go quite according to plan. This time, we almost burnt down the church. You want to know how? Let me tell you. Okay, so everything is going as planned. We had gotten through about, I think, 2 puppet songs, I think 3 action songs by that time, and it comes to the science experiment portion of our set. And my mother was doing the science experiment of what happens when you dunk yourself in, the Lord, and how you won't get burned by sin or something. I don't know. I don't remember what the whole story behind it was, but it was, good for the kids, I guess. I don't know. Basically, so what that does is my mom takes a bowl, fills it with rubbing alcohol and I think water to kind of dilute it a little bit, and then she dunks a dollar bill in the solution and then lights it on fire, and the bill doesn't catch on fire. It's really cool. It's really great. And so this time, my mother, for some unknown reason, I don't know why, she uses a plastic bowl to do this all in. And so basically, she takes this plastic bowl, fills the solution, it's all grand, it's all great. She lights the bill, everything goes fine. And then she, puts it out, fine, great, grand. The second time she tries to do this, she picks up the bill, shows it off, lights it lights, cool, and then the bill drips the solution that is on fire back into the bowl, a flammable solution. Now, usually we just, if this were to happen, we just find something, snuff out the fire, no big deal. But my mom used a plastic bowl. So as we couldn't, and we were in a church, they're not gonna have something, all we had were these paper baskets that you would put a hot dog in. We didn't have anything that could snuff out a fire. So we have the pastor's wife running to their kitchen, trying to find a pan, a pot, or anything that they could possibly put this fire out in. And while they're running around, we realize the bowl is just melting, and it's getting smaller and smaller. And the solution is just getting, it's on fire, it's not gonna stop. And we're just standing there. We're all just we're sitting there, just watching the bowl get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then it got small enough to where the lit solution spills over the sides. and onto the table. So, as any normal human being would do, you start freaking out. So my mother yells it to me, she looks at me, she's like, come help me with this. So we pick up the table, and we were just gonna bring it into the kitchen so they could put water on it and, just snuff out the fire. Well, the fire started spreading more quickly. And so, and I'm pretty sure it got on the carpet because I saw people running over to the carpet and like stomping their feet. So we take the table that is on fire and we start going towards the kitchen, but we realize we can't get to the kitchen because 1, the fire is going everywhere, and 2, the door is too small to get the table through. So then we just realized my mom she says, okay, well we'll just go through the back door. The back door that is wide enough, it's it's great, it's grand. So we start rushing. We start slowly rushing, or we're not trying to cause a bigger fire, but we're trying to get out as quick as we can. So we have somebody open the door, and the second that they do, a gust of wind comes in the room and starts bringing the fire my way. Yeah, the fire came to me, and I just stood there. I was trying to back up out the door, but then the second that I saw the fire hitting, like, I could feel the heat on my fingernails, and I just dropped the table. I dropped the table. Like, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to, like, light myself on fire? No, I think not. Once I dropped the table, my mom just flings her side out of the room as fast as she possibly can. She flings it out into the grass. And luckily, well, not really luckily, the fire that was on the table got snuffed out, and there were some burn holes in the table, but it was, it was fine. But after we threw it, the fire then moved onto the deck. And luckily, we got it snuffed out in time. We got it snuffed out. It was all fine. It was all great. It was all grand. We got it snuffed out. But it was really bad, basically. And I had never felt so close to death than I had in that moment. My mom, to this day, still refuses to admit that she actually almost killed me. But, she did. She almost killed me. And it's great. I'm glad I'm not dead, I guess. But at the same time, I don't ever want to do science experiments ever again. If I ever see a bottle of rubbing alcohol ever again in my life, it's going in the trash. Simple as that. So, I hope you enjoyed this crazy story of my almost untimely death. It was pretty scary. I laugh about it now, but in the moment I was actually really terrified. But we don't talk about that. But so yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, and also please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we're gonna be posting pretty often. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be grand. So without further ado, please remember to vote blue at the end of the week, and stay salty. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, bye y'all. Love you all. Mwah. Cute. Cool. Bye bye.